Hi Photos subscribers, great to see you back. Today we are talking about lenses and which one should you buy. The question is, what's your purpose? If you are shooting portraits, you're going to be looking for portrait focal lengths, which are going to be as low as maybe 35 millimeters, but something in the range of 35 to 50 if you're going to be looking at imaging your subject at a distance that you would be speaking to them. In other words, if you want to image your subject in the, let's see, 3 foot to 6 foot distance, I'm just kind of throwing out some distances here to give you an idea of how close you will be. That's gonna, well, I was gonna say it's gonna make something. It will require your lighting to be set up in such a way so dynamically that if your subject is wearing glasses, that the lights don't reflect in their lenses. And it's also going to require that as you get that close to your subject, that you don't get that light reflecting in your lens glass either. So because of that, I suggest you do something a little bit more telephoto than 30 or 50 millimeters. Go to a lens that will give you some zoom capability, perhaps something from 70 millimeters to 200. And that way you can find that good distance with a zoom focal length lens to be able to find that distance where you're somewhere between 6 to 10 feet away from your subject, and allow your lights to be placed in such a way that you're not the term is compressing the light so much against your subject that the dynamic range of how the light falls across their face makes it look too dramatic or too moody for a professional headshot. Each style of portraiture is going to have its own dynamic ranges. So because of that, perhaps the contrast and the shadowy nature of your drama portrait is perfectly fine. If you are shooting portraits for actors, actresses, they will be in such a venue that they're going to need that kind of moody shot, showing off or showcasing their ability of expression. And you're going to need to have some of that kind of use for compressing light and all that sort of stuff. But the important part of it is you're going to need to have a very good handle on your lighting if you're going to do that. If you're starting out, if you're a very beginning individual from relatively no experience, you have camera experience but no lens experience or no lighting experience, that's going to be an important part of learning. And you can take some time to have family members sit down for you and do portraits for them. The one key thing that they would get out of that is they would get some portraits for themselves to be able to use for Christmas cards or social media or any other use if they want to send portraits out to family once they get them printed. The other part is to have friends sit for you. If your friends are needing some portrait update for their resume, that they could get a free resume shot, a professional photo out of it, and you could get some experience in lighting and doing some photography shots for them for their portfolio profile images. But you could learn from those and start building a portfolio of portraiture so that you can start building an experience and showing individuals just the breadth of experience you have and what you're capable of. Once you show your capability and you build that portfolio, now you can start going to other organizations and finding different means and method of taking your capability, your skill, your talent to somebody else and saying, I can do this for you. And you have your prices and everything all lined out because you've already figured out what equipment you need, how you get it set up, the distances that you need to be from your lights and the distance you need to be from your subject, the distance that your subject needs to be from your lights. And once you get all that figured out, now you can really go in and quickly get everything set up, everything ordered, and start knocking out these portraits without a lot of time spent in trying to get things dialed in while your subject is sitting and waiting, or wasting your time. And now each session value in price that's being paid is being diluted because the time that we're trying to get things set up and figure out what is what isn't wasting the money that we would be earning. And you can get however many shots ironed out and taken, and now start editing in about the space of 3 or 4 hours. The more you get your process figured out, the more you get your equipment set up and ordered and get your efficiency in line, the better your process will be. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, ring the bell, and we are going to be getting in depth in this product depth. Yeah, I know, bad pun. Of photography lenses. Thank you so much.